A few months ago, the Federal Trade Commission put out an alert on Phoney Cancer Charities. And they named charities. Some of the names were Cancer Fund of America, Cancer Support Services, Children's Cancer Fund of America, Breast Cancer Society. These were named by the Federal Trade Commission as charities that really don't fight cancer at all. The Better Business Bureau has information on literally thousands of charities, and we check them out. We have books, we have literature on our investigations of these charities. When you get a letter and it says fight cancer, or fight heart disease, or fight diabetes, or feed the hungry, how do you know that the letter you're getting is from a legitimate charity? Well, what BBB does, what we do, is we get their financial reports. We find out how much of your donation really goes to fight cancer and how much of it goes to overhead, salaries, administration, fundraising, and so on. All charities have overhead, but we say that a charity has to spend at least 65% of your donation on programs. And some of these charities, these Phoney Cancer Charities, they don't spend 10%, 15%. Some of them I've seen as low as 5% actually fights cancer, and the rest of it goes to fundraising and overhead and big houses and fancy boats and the other things for the characters who operate these charities. We have a whole set of 20 standards that we use to evaluate charities. And if a charity meets all of our 20 standards, we say so. This charity meets our standards. As with American Cancer, as with Susan Komen, they meet all of our standards. If you check with BBB and you say, before I send my check to this charity, this cancer charity, what's the BBB report? And we'll say, this charity does not respond to our requests. My suggestion on charity giving is give to well-established local charities. Give to the United Way and the Red Cross and the local cancer chapter and so on. The local charities that help with feeding the hungry and helping the veterans and so on. That's the way to do it. Not send your money to California and Florida and sometimes overseas for some appeal when you really haven't done your homework first. Remember, what they send you, the greeting cards, the stickers and so on, those are unconditional free gifts. You don't have any obligation. You can use them. We use them. My family uses them. But we don't send any money to these charities. We send it to the good local charities. If you want to help the police, the firefighters, the handicapped, the veterans, look up who the local charities are and send them a check directly to the local charity. Don't fall for the telemarketers. Most of the telemarketers do not meet our standards, and you're really not helping anybody.